Alright guys, welcome back to the segment. As usual, back again to let you know the latest concerning the Super Eagles in the camp right now. So we have a total of 21 players who have showed up and are accounted for right now. It's just remaining like 2 players to join, and then we have a full 23 squad for these games. So these 2 players include the likes of SADIQ, who's coming all the way from Spain, because he plays for Real Sociedad but currently on loan at Valencia. And then we have YUSUF coming all the way from the US, because he plays straight in the MLS and plays for New England Revolution. But these guys are expected to come this morning according to the report. So with all things considered, they are going to be available, to make the first training later this evening. But the last guys that actually came on a few hours ago includes the likes of Skipper William Ekong, who led the third set of people, or third group of players to arrive in camp, including the likes of Ademola Lukman, Alex Iwobi, Kevin Bassi, Ola Aino, Wilfred Ndidi as well. I think Igor Ogu also showed up with this set. So it's really nice to see everyone showing up just in time, before the proper training starts. But just to call out, these players who are in camp now, we have Moses Simon, Victor Boniface, Rafael Onyedika, Jordan Toro, Nariga, Stanley Nwabali, Samuel Chikweze, Bright Osei, Samuel, Igor Ogu, Amasobasoge, Tolu Arokodare, Kayo De Bankole, Victor Osimhen, Bruno Onyemechi, Papa Daniel, Wilfred Ndidi, Ademola Lukman, William Ekong, Ola Aino, Joe Aribo, Kevin Bassi, and Alex Iwobi. So these are the 21 players that are in camp right now. So with these guys all in camp, the next coming hours is going to be very interesting, because Coach Chelle is going to start his work officially with these guys, implement his strategies, train them, and then combine them, try to see how to arrange this formation and things like that. But just to let you know a little bit of things that have been happening right now in the Rwandan camp. As we're preparing, they're also preparing on their end, trying to make sure that they get the results for this game against Nigeria. And there are definitely no pushovers. We've seen that previously. The last time we played them in the African Cup of Nations qualifiers round, we saw what happened. They defeated us at home 2-1. And beyond that as well, in this FIFA World Cup qualifiers round, I would say they are the best team, because they currently sit in the first position, although they have tying points with 7 points apiece with Benin Republic and South Africa. But they are arguably one of the best teams in this group, so they are not to be toyed with. They are not to be underrated. And this is what one of their ex-coaches has now come out to say. He's saying that though they are small, their population is not big, their players are not very well known like the Nigerian players, but they can hurt the Super Eagles of Nigeria, in this game. And this coach, who's now sending out this warning to Eric Chelle and the Super Eagles, goes by the name Stephen Constantine. He was actually the man that was in charge of the Rwandan national team from 2014 to 2015. Just 1 year that he spent with the country. But he's saying that these guys are really good and that they can get the result, not just on Super Eagles, but on any team that they play against, because they are that good. This is what he has said. And if you take a look at their journey so far in the World Cup qualifiers, you see that they actually beat South Africa 2-0. They also beat Lesotho 1-0, and then they drew against Zimbabwe and then lost against Benin Republic. So they've had quite a really decent spell when it comes to this World Cup qualifying series, and that's actually why we see them occupying the first position, because they've actually tried. So it's now left for us, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, to reclaim our pride, reclaim our spot. Yes, we have the name, we have the popularity, we have the squad, we have the quality, but we have to replicate all of these qualities, all of this hype, all of these personalities that we have, as a team on the pitch, and then get it to start to show on the results. This is what we should do, even without this Constantine guy coming to tell us that these guys can really hurt any team. I think we already knew that. Shelle definitely knows that Rwanda is a very, very difficult team. So they are not going to relax or try to underrate or disrespect the opponent and think that they are small country. That's exactly what Shelle is trying to avoid, which is why he's very, very particular about coming on time, starting the work very early, to try to be ready before these games. But aside from that, let me just end this video segment with TOLU Arokodare, who has given his first official interview to the NFF's TV, and he talks about the obvious thing, which is the fact that he feels very, very honored to be called up. That when he made the the first list, which is the 39 players list, he was very proud, of himself. Not that it was surprising for him, but he saw it coming, because obviously he knew in his mind he's already having a good season, breaking the record, in terms of goals for his career since he started playing football, and he kind of saw it coming, but he was very happy. He said it means a lot to he and his family, and then he decided that even if he didn't make it into the final 23-man player, he's still going to, be very proud of himself, and take it as an achievement to even make the first list. And at the end of the day, he makes the final 23-man list, and he's just over the moon. He can't even express himself and what it means to he and his family.
I was surprised. I felt very honored to be mentioned amongst the is it 31? Yeah, I think 31 players. It was quite surprising. I mean, I knew it was coming because I've been doing pretty well, and I was hoping it would come, and it did come, and I felt like a winner already, even if I already had it at the back of my mind that even if I didn't get to make the final 23, that I've done something, I've achieved something, and being in the finals 23 also was, yeah, I just felt really blessed, and I was very grateful. It means a lot. It's one of the best things that can happen to a football player, getting the opportunity to represent your country, to play. I mean, as a kid, you always watched the national legends play. You always wanted to play for your national team, and finally being in that position to be able to play for my country, it means